Hey, Cool Beans back here again. I just wanted to show you guys that the dawn Daystart on the Melchizedek calendar is real. And this is how the disciples used it in the scriptures. I'll give you three examples. Matthew 27. Now from the 6th hour there was darkness over the land until the 9th hour. Remember that just before Yahusha was turned over, Peter denied Yahusha thrice, the scriptures say, before the cock crowed. And when does the cock crow? When it crows in the morning, right? So now we know from the 6th hour, from when the cock croweth, even up to the 9th hour. And down here on the bottom, you'll see in verses 52 and 53, this is more evidence that Yahusha's resurrection of the first fruits, the Old Testament saints, arose after the resurrection on Saturday Shabbat, 3 days later, approximately 3 p.m., around the 9th hour of the day. Okay, moving on. Here's Mark chapter 15. And it was the 3rd hour, and they crucified him. And the subscription of his accusation was written over, King of the Jews. And with him they, of course, crucified the 2 thieves. And it goes down, and it says, and it was the 6th hour. And there was darkness over the land until the 9th hour. Alright, here we go. Here's Luke 23. And we'll look down to verse 44. And it was about the 6th hour. And there was darkness over the earth until the 9th hour. And the sun was darkened, and the veil of the temple was rent in the midst. Clear evidence that it was day. The day did not start in the even like it does for the Jews. It's like I keep telling you guys, they do everything basically opposite of what's prescribed in the Torah. I don't understand it, but that's why they're blinded in part. Until the day when they actually realize that they do have it wrong. And they've had it wrong for thousands of years. But even us, the church, they don't see this. This has only been revealed here since like 2013, I believe. Maybe even a little earlier, that anybody even recognized that there was calendars warring against each other. And this is why I wanted to bring this up, so I can show you guys in the scriptures that the disciples actually used the dawn Daystart like Yahusha. And they did not follow, at least Yahusha did not follow the Moedim of the Jews. It's clear evidence. I don't know how to put it more clear. Like I say, if you disagree, you're basically going against the Gospels and what the scriptures say. So I just wanted to point this out to you, that there are in fact different calendars. And that's why most people can't agree on the year. Most people can't agree on the day he was crucified or the day he was resurrected. They always have that cop-out, and I'm not a Seventh-day Adventist, but I just see the I see the evidence for what it is. You have to go about it objectively. If you're truly trying to learn, you have to put all your beliefs aside, look at the evidence, and make a determination or a judgment from there on what you're going to believe. You can either stay in darkness, or the sun can light up. You know what I mean? The light bulb comes on here. Time to come out of the darkness, see the truth for what it is, and I have to say that people that have always worshipped on Sunday, I don't know if that's really a salvational issue. People say that Seventh-day Adventists are cults, and people that say that, I could think of a couple people right off the top of my head, but I'm not going to say any names here. I think that's wrong. You do that until you fully understand where they're coming from, their evidence. I think it's completely disrespectful and foolish that people judge them for what they believe when the evidence is clearly on their side. Sunday worship, I would say, people say that they celebrate it because it's the resurrection day. Well, that's not true either. If you look at the time when the equinox and when the lunar calendars both lined up, I mean, they were a day apart, even down to 12 hours, actually. If you really look at it hard, there was only really 12 hours of separation from them. That's why you get three preparations, basically, when you're trying to read it. You have the preparation on Yahusha's calendar. You have that would have been on during the Last Supper. The Jews' preparation, which began 12 hours after, or actually that even after he was already buried. And then that Passover would have been again. The Jews' Passover was on Thursday, April 6th. And then there's the Sabbath Passover, or Sabbath preparation. That next Friday, that's when the ladies went out and got their spices, right? And then, of course, they couldn't do anything, and yet the Old Testament saints rose Saturday and were seen about in the Holy City, walking about. And then it was still technically Sabbath when Mary Magdalene seen Yahusha after his resurrection while it was still dark. So that means the first day had not come yet. The first day as we know it would be Sunday morning, had not fully come. And that's why Mary Magdalene wasn't allowed to touch Yahusha, because he was in his purest form. His work had been done, and he had to go ascend to heaven that Sunday morning and appear before Yahuwah as the first fruits, just like Paul talks about in 1 Corinthians 15:20-23. He and the Old Testament saints were the first fruits. So I just wanted to get that cleared up so you guys can understand how this actually all works, and you have a better understanding of what the Bible actually teaches. Thanks for watching.